The Audi A8 is the company's flagship sedan, but the S8 takes the whole business a stage further. It's got a Lamborghini V10 under its hood. In 2007, the A8 had a fairly intensive workover, with detailed changes inside and out, plus the addition of the super-fast S8 to the range. The import luxury performance sedan market is very hot right now, with established contenders about to be joined by a pretender or two to one of the most lucrative thrones in the auto business. You have to sell an awful lot of economy hatchbacks to make the same margin as you will on a Mercedes S-Class, BMW 7 Series, or an Audi A8 or S8. This has got to be the most awesome front end on any large luxury car. When you see one of these coming down the Autobahn and you're driving a little Opel there, you better get out of the way. Otherwise, it's just a handsome, good-looking car, typically of Audi. Like so many Audi products, this one has a great interior, and because this is the top-of-the-line sedan, it's got an even better interior than usual. And because it's an S8, it goes one stage further than that, because this one is just a mass of carbon fiber. You'll look in vain for any wood in this car, fake or otherwise. It's all carbon fiber trim all around the cockpit, and it looks, to me, wonderful. Even the navigation system screen sits behind a carbon fiber panel. And then we've got the local maps on here, which of course you can enlarge or reduce as you require. I've always thought that Audi's navigation systems were better than their competitors, and the system in this big car is actually much better than the one in the BMW products, or for that matter, the one that Mercedes-Benz does. It's more intuitive, it's easier to use, the maps seem to be clearer, it doesn't take up too much space on the dash, and I've found it very, very easy to set and use. The roofline is very coupe-like, and the nose and rear deck treatment is tidy and contemporary. The overall look gives the impression that the car is smaller than it is, which is often the aim of designers of large sedans. Audi says its flagship redefines the notion of sports appeal in the luxury segment, and this aim has certainly been achieved because the car handles like something much smaller, especially in S-guys. You'll find a similar V10 to this in the Lamborghini Gallardo sports car. One thing I like about this, it looks like an engine. So many of these kinds of cars have a big plastic cover and you can't see anything. With this, you can see the cam covers, the headers, all the details. It's a great thing to look at any time of the day or night. There are three engines in the A8 range: a 4.2-litre V8, a 6-litre W12, and the one in my test car, a 5.2-litre V10 with a mighty 450 horsepower. Audi gives the 0 to 100 km/h time for the S8 as 4.9 seconds, which is truly sports car territory. Now, if you don't like fully automatic transmissions, you can use the semi-manual system on here. And it's on the steering wheel, a couple of paddles here, as with so many other sporty cars, rather like the ones you see on competition cars these days. And they work very well, and you can override the system whenever you want just by kicking it down. You drop down the gear just by one flick, take it back up, just press the little paddle with a plus sign on it, and you're back where you started. It's very straightforward and it's very quick. You can shift gears quicker than any human being could with a manual transmission with this car. Audi calls its body technology Audi Space Frame, or ASF. This Audi is not built like any rival aluminum car, but takes a different path. Traditionally, aluminum-bodied cars have used the same construction techniques as steel cars. With the big Audi, the body is made up of a series of complex aluminum stampings, extrusions and die castings, all welded together into a rigid, durable body shell. It's a challenging process and there's quite a lot of hand finishing involved, but Audi claims the resulting body is stronger than steel and cheaper to repair. This is a very fine automobile, there's no doubt about that, and in its new sporty guise it might attract a few more buyers who thought the basic model was a tad too conservative. With such a lengthy spec sheet, this is expectedly an expensive automobile. Basic price is $129,700, but possibly no rival large luxury car has quite as much going for it. This is, of course, an expensive thoroughbred car, but with that Lamborghini pedigree, what more could you ask for? For the new driver's seat, I'm Tony Whitney.